going on? Yeah, I want to show you like some of this stuff that I pick up. Let me see. See that rock? Here's one of my wood chips. Little stone, round, flat. Little piece of metal here. Little glass chunks. Got a metal ring. I mean, I don't throw that very much, but I guess I could. But it's like, if you know anything about, if you're like really a serious person who throws shurikens, like if you're outside in an area like this, look, you see the ground? You miss, you lose your shuriken. One of my first ones I've ever had. I had a tight little package, man. I lost it, man. And then ever since I learned, I'm like, wait a second, man. Since when you do, it's like, it's good to have things. If you ain't got, a dang knife, you get something the shape of the knife. Like, look, for instance, the stick. See how it's got a point on it? You can just use it like as a substitute for a knife. It's no big deal to lose a stick, but it would suck to lose your little your stuff. Like I can make a lot of ninja spikes from hangers, but still I don't like losing them neither, because I mean, that's I damn near gave myself arthritis a few times, man, from from making those things. Like this little heavy piece of metal right here. It's close enough to a shape, like for square shuriken, or they're not even like one that sticks, but one that it's basically used to. It's like they're heavier and they're for like breaking bones, or you know what I'm saying, that type of usage, as opposed to trying to make a little cut or stick in a muscle or something. You know what I'm saying? Like this one right here. That'd be good up against some skull. Wouldn't be great up in against the muscle, but against skull, it's gonna break the skin. This one too, larger. See, I can stand, and then a little flat, rectangular, square are good. Basically, I'll go like this one right here. It's a square, sharp enough because it's made out of like it's like a broken plate or something. You got all these little flat rocks. I don't really throw all of them all that often. Call this thing the vulture. You know what I'm saying? Because it kind of looks like a vulture to me for some reason. A vulture's head. Little piece of metal here. See, that's square shape, but it's also thick and heavy. These are very thick and heavy. These are like, I think they're clay circular pots. But basically what I'll do is I'll set up a pile here. You know what I'm saying? All these down here. This right here, this is very square. This is almost actually shuriken shaped. See, I'll set up a pile there. I'll come down here, throw at this. Then I got another pile here. So when I throw my stuff from there, come down here, pick it up. But I already got a pile waiting down here to throw back that direction. You know what I'm saying? That's basically what I do. I'll throw them from there to here, then here to there, and back over to here, to over to here. You know what I'm saying? It's just you just circulate them, because I got enough stuff, just piled around in little piles, man. And then it makes it easier. So there's less when you're walking to pick up stuff. That's the biggest thing, man. Picking up your shit, dude. I guess it'd be almost like shooting arrows, hunting deer or something. You wouldn't want to lose your arrows. You'd want to go and hunt them down, and especially when it comes to those little tiny spikes, man. I mean, once they get in the grass, they're gone. And then their reliability, you know what I'm saying, sitting there in the grass. Someone walking by might stub their toe on it. I don't want that. I don't want to stub my own toe on my own stuff, man. I mean, you can do that. So you need stuff that is a similar size, similar weight. You use in a similar fashion, but it's not your actual metal, man. You just don't want to go throwing off your metal, dude. I'm telling you. That's why I'll have a bunch of practice stuff. You know what I'm saying? But my real stuff, that just sits around most of the time. You know, I'll use it every once in a while just so I'm familiar with the texture and the weight. You know what I'm saying? But for the most part, no, it's like, why go and grab some of my metal from the house when I could just use a stick? You know, that metal will rust. You know what I'm saying? You get, get leave it in the dirt, it rusts really quick. You know what I'm saying? So it's just better have your stuff for practice than you want your other stuff, your cleaner stuff, your oiled stuff. You know what I'm saying? Sitting somewhere. You know, you can, so it's there if you need it, but for the most part, it just sits. You know what I'm saying? But that's a big uh, part of it, man. It's like, listen, sticks and stones are everywhere, so it'd be better. Your practice on sticks and stones floods over into your shuriken practice. You know what I'm saying? Because it's what a big part of what I particularly do. I've incorporated the throwing. You know what I'm saying? Element into uh, kung fu training. It's just basically because every throw in a way is like a punch. It's similar to a punch. It's my same thing, like I was saying about like when you practice sword fencing, it's a lot like boxing. You know what I'm saying? So just it's a way to keep yourself training at something. You know what I'm saying? And your other skills stay relatively good. But if you want a particular skill to get better, you gotta practice precisely or particularly that. You know, like for me trying to make shuriken stick in wood. Well, it can be done. It's pretty easy. But the other day, on accident, I actually got a piece of wood to stick into wood. I mean, there's the whipty do about this whole thing. It's like, if you want to know the principle, where it's like something that ain't got to be sharp or heavy, or it can be very insignificant. But if you look in tornadoes, you'll see a blade of grass stuck in a brick wall. You know what I'm saying? That's the type of thing that you're trying to tap into here. It's not you're trying to make whatever you got available work. You know what I'm saying? Basically, there is ways you can do that. You know, it's just some things almost defy physics, like the bee being able to fly. Like they say, according to its weight, its size, its aerodynamics, it shouldn't be able to fly, but yet somehow it's got a trick that makes it almost defy physics. But it's not. It's just a trick. It's you know, it's a technique that they use that that you get more output than it appears.